So recently I've been thinking a lot about definitions and the limitations of language. So to kind of demonstrate what I'm talking about right now, I'm going to use an example. So if we use kind of a weird word called jaunt, maybe a more specific word with a higher vocabulary, if we look at that definition, it says a short excursion or journey for pleasure. Okay, so that's pretty good for a definition. That's basically what I was thinking of when I think of the word jaunt. Okay, it has that extra meaning versus if you just used a word like excursion or journey. But they basically mean the same thing. A jaunt is just a more specific version of a journey. By using the word jaunt, you are recognizing that this was a short excursion rather than a long excursion, and you're also recognizing that this was, an activity for pleasure. If you're going on a journey, that's less specific. It could be for pleasure, it could be for business, it could be for anything. So if we think about this definition, this little phrase, a short excursion or journey for pleasure, this little noun phrase, if we think about the main word in this definition, it could be either journey or excursion. So we're going to have to choose one. I think we're going to go with journey just because it's more specific. Actually, let's do both. Let's see. Let's compare them. Short journey or trip, act of traveling. So journey is less specific than excursion. Excursion is more specific because it's a short journey or trip. So if we started with jaunt, we go to excursion. Okay, this is the definition of excursion. Let's say we don't know what journey or trip means. For example. We need to look that up. So we go to journey. Oops. There we go. Journey definition. The act of traveling from one place to another. So the main word in this actually is act. Traveling, it's telling what you're doing in the act. But if you think about the actual noun in this, it's act. So if we go to act definition, this is where it starts to get a little weird in the sense that most people know what act means, to do something, to take action, that's what it's saying. So this very common word, you shouldn't really have to use a definition for it, but you still can. So if we do this even one more time, do, go to do definition. Perform. Okay. At this point, we've gotten down from jaunt to excursion and then journey. So far, all of these have been noun phrases, right? So there is a specific reason why we're using the word journey instead of act. Act is more broad. It could be any act. It could be really, any verb. So by using journey, we're saying that it's an act of traveling. So if we go to do, now we have just one word: perform, or achieve, or complete. At this point, it's just synonyms. This is generally what it means, but it's not exactly what it means. It's just kind of a general idea, So if we go to perform definition, carry out, accomplish, fulfill. Okay. So yeah, again, this is just kind of synonyms: do, perform, achieve, complete. They don't mean exactly the same thing, but they mean generally the same thing. Let's do this one more time. Let's go to carry out definition and perform a task. So we're back to here. It's like, where do we go? What if we don't know what it means to perform? to do something, to carry out a task. This is just a circular idea, you know. So this is really weird. Like, how can we define words when the definitions of those words must be articulated in words as well? We can just keep going and going and breaking down until we get into this kind of circular idea in terms of really simple words like do. It's absolutely crazy. I don't know. I've just been thinking about it a lot. Absolutely crazy. I don't know. You know, language is imperfect. It's created by people. You know, we're just trying to articulate abstract ideas, abstract concepts. It's very difficult to do with language. I'm even finding it difficult to articulate some of these ideas myself, trying to explain them. It's the limitations of language.